Hi, my name is Kiani, and have you ever walked into an interview that you were thinking that you were the perfect fit for, only to realize halfway through that this position was not at all what you were expecting? That moment I experienced this taught me how important communication and leadership truly are, not only just in interviews, but also every professional situation. Through our readings, I have learned that I can develop my leadership skills by modeling the approaches of transformational leaders and applying the mindset of Theory Y managers, as described in our textbook in previous chapters by Bowman and Deal in 1997 and McGregor in 1960 and Wright et al. In 2012. Both transformational leadership and Theory Y management emphasize trust, motivation, and vision. Transformational leaders inspire people with purpose and empower them to achieve more than they thought possible. According to Bowman and Deal in 1997 and Wright et al. In 2012, transformational leaders articulate a vision and then motivate followers to work towards it, often encouraging innovation and initiative. Likewise, Theory Y managers, introduced by McGregor in 1960, assume employees are self-motivated, capable of responsibility, and eager to grow even when they are given the chance. I combined these two ideas, and when I do, I understand that leadership is not just about control, but about creating an environment where people are inspired and trusted to do their best. For example, in a recent group project, some classmates of mine felt disconnected from the task. Instead of micromanaging and focusing only on the deadlines, I drew from transformational leadership by reframing our project as an opportunity to practice real-world business communication. At the same time, I applied Theory Y and by trusting that my teammates wanted to contribute meaningfully. I gave them the autonomy to divide the roles and encourage them to bring their own creativity to their work. The results were higher energy, stronger teamwork, and a final product that exceeded our expectations. By combining vision-driven inspiration and transformational leaders with the trust-centered approach of Theory Y managers, I can grow into a leader who not only motivates others and empowers them to reach their full potential, but leadership theories remind me that my growth as a leader comes from inspiring, trusting, and developing the people around me just as much as it comes from inspiring myself as well. So, in my own life experience, in my last job interview, the interviewers were effective in most areas, but there was one major gap that made the process less successful. So they did a great job of explaining the role and asking me about my background, but they failed to clearly communicate the time frame that they needed someone to work. I applied for the job because the advertisement was seasonal, which seemed like the perfect fit for my college schedule. Clear communication and expectation setting are essential for professional interactions, especially because, as Ting Toomey in 1990 and 1990 and Claire and Danny Lovick in 2012 noted, face-saving behaviors help maintain mutual respect during conversations. So at the start of the interview, I explicitly stated that I was only available during the summers and in December when I would be back from college. That point was overlooked, and the interview continued as if my availability matched their needs. By the end, they told me I was a great fit and praised my experience, but then added that they actually needed someone to be full-time to be trained for the holiday season. This was extremely frustrating because the ad and the conversation had led me to believe that the position matched my availability. In professional settings, applicants often aim to present themselves as dependable, hardworking, and eager to contribute, as quoted in Arizona State University, our communications book. However, when employers overlook key information as my availability that I stated as soon as I sat down, it makes it harder for applicants to show these qualities. Overall, the interview covered the basics very well. It could have been improved with just the clear communication and more accurate job postings on their end. If expectations had been stated up front, neither side would have wasted time on the position that wasn't truly available to my availability. Applying concepts like face-saving communication and setting direct expectations can help make interviews more respectful and efficient for both parties, as stated by Claire and Danny Lovick in 2012, and again, Ting Toomey in 1990. So obviously, my interview experience was not the greatest. I felt that my time had been wasted. I felt that I had been led on, and because of that, that helped me open my eyes towards what I could do as a future leader, and how I would want to treat my own future potential employees or customers. And so that really helped set the tone for me and open my eyes as to what would I personally do better as a future upcoming leader. Thank you for listening.